ตัวละคร พฤติกรรม สถานที่ หน่วยงาน วิชาชีพ และเหตุการณ์ต่างๆในซีรีส์เรื่องนี้เป็นเรื่องสมมุติที่สร้างขึ้นเพื่อความบันเทิงเท่านั้นโดยมิได้มีเจตนาชี้นำหรือส่งเสริมการกระทำใดๆที่เกิดขึ้นในเรื่องโปรดใช้วิจารณญาณในการรับชม
Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel Rox Entertainment. Today we are review Girls Rule episode 11. Thailand Drama Girls Rule episode 11 deliver one of the most emotional and intense chapter of the series so far. This episode focused deeply on love, confusion, jealousy, sacrifice, and the emotional pain of hiding true feeling from beginning to end. The atmosphere remained heavy with tension, making viewer emotionally attached to every scene. Episode 11 explored how difficult it becomes to follow strict rule when emotions start taking control to the hearts. Every character's past in the conflict and every interaction carried emotional weight. The episode balanced romance, heartbreak, suspense, and emotional drama in a powerful way that kept audience fully engaged. The episode opened with an emotional and uncomfortable silence between the main leads after the misunderstanding from previous episodes. Both characters are struggling to act normal around each other, even though they still care deeply for one another. Pride and fear stop them from speaking honestly. The female leads appear emotionally exhausted. She wants to protect herself and follow the rules she believes are necessary, but her heart keeps pulling her toward the male leads. Every time she tries to distance herself, her emotions become even stronger. Meanwhile, the male leads look heartbroken and frustrated. He cannot understand why the person he loves continues pushing him away despite clearly having feelings for him. His silent expression throughout the opening scene say more than words ever could. One of the most emotional moments happened when both characters stand face to face but failed to and confess their true emotions. Instead of speaking honestly, they hide behind silence. Their eyes revolve span longing and love, creating one of the strongest scenes in the episodes. Jealousy becomes one of the main themes of episode 11. The emotional tension rises when the male lead starts spending time with another characters, making the female lead visibly uncomfortable. Although he tries to hide his jealousy, viewer can clearly see how deeply affected he is. His expression, body language, and sudden good attitude reveal his emotional struggle. Instead of admitting his feeling, he becomes distant and emotionally defensive. At the same time, the female lead notices his behavior but misunderstands it completely. Rather than seeing it as a jealousy, she assumes as no longer cares about her. This misunderstanding creates even more emotional distance between them. The drama perfectly shows how lack of communication can slowly destroy a relationship. Both characters still love each other deeply, but fear and misunderstanding prevent them from speaking honestly. One of the biggest highlights of episode 11 is the unforgettable dinner scene. Several characters sat together at one table, but the atmosphere feels painfully good and intense. Nobody openly said that what they truly feel, yet every glance, every moment of silence carry emotional meaning. The male lead struggles to watch the female lead laughing with someone else while she secretly keeps looking at him, hoping for some emotional reactions. The tension becomes so strong that viewer can almost feel the discomfort through the screen. Instead of a loud argument, the scene relies on emotional silence and facial expression, making it even more powerful. This scene proves how strong the acting performances are in Girls' Rule. The actors successfully communicate heartbreak and jealousy without needing dramatic dialogue. Another important part of the episode involved the female lead's best friend. She notices how emotionally confused the female lead has become and decides to give her honest advice. She tells her that sometimes people create too many rules around love because they are afraid of getting hurt. However, avoiding love completely can also lead to loneliness and regret. These conversations become one of the emotional turning points of the episodes. For the first time, the female lead seriously began questioning whether protecting herself is worth losing someone she truly loves. Cinematography in episode 11 deserve the special prize. The laughing camera angles and close-up shots perfectly capture the emotional atmosphere of each scene. Many emotional moments are enhanced through soft lighting and quiet background setting, allowing viewers to focus completely on the characters' emotions. The background's music also plays a huge role in the emotional storytelling. Sad piano melodies and emotional instrumental tracks make heartbreaking scenes feel even more powerful. Instead of overpowering the scenes, the music quietly supports the emotions, creating a beautiful balance between visual and storytelling. Episode 11 also shows major characters' developments for both leads. The female lead slowly began realizing that constantly running away from love may not truly protect her happiness. She started understanding that emotional vulnerability is sometimes necessary. Meanwhile, the male lead became more emotionally honest than ever before. Instead of hiding behind calm behavior, he began showing his true feelings openly. Their emotional growth makes the story more realistic and engaging because viewers can see how both characters are changing through pain and experience. The ending of episode 11 leaves viewers emotionally overwhelmed and spots for the next episode. After all the tensions and emotional conflict, the final scene delivers a heartbreaking cliffhanger. Both characters stand emotionally close to each other, yet uncertainty still surrounds their relationship. The final expression on their faces perfectly capture the sadness, hope, fear, and love that define their complicated bonds. Instead of giving viewers a peaceful resolution, the episode ends with the emotional suspense, making fans even more excited for episode 12. The Girls' Rule episode 11 is an emotional, powerful. The episode filled with heartbreaks, jealousy, emotional silence, and realistic relationship struggles. The episode successed because it focused not only on romance but also on the emotional fears that stop people from expressing love honestly. The acting performances were outstanding, especially during the emotional confrontation scenes. The chemistry between the leads remained one of the drama's strongest elements. The episodes also deserve a prize for its emotional realism. Many viewers will relate to the fear of rejection, the pain of misunderstanding, and the struggle between protecting the heart and following the true emotion. Overall, episode 11 perfectly balanced emotional storytelling, romance, tension, and characters development. as one of the most memorable episode of the series so far and leaves audience eagerly waiting to see what happens next. If you enjoy this story and my honest review, subscribe for more interesting review like this.